I just realized that the mic is low. Well, anyways, like I said, that you probably didn't hear, is welcome back to my second part playthrough of this game, and I don't like water. That's essentially what the gist of it was. Alright. So I have no idea what turning those did. I'm guessing it changes the speed of the thingy in the middle, and then maybe we can walk through that main area. It's slower. Ah, shit. Yeah, you still can't do anything. So let's say. Yeah. So we've got to figure out how to make that thing slower. So probably just bigger gears, right? In theory. I wish there was like somewhere to see or to know, but I guess I'd be asking a little too much right now. Alright, 2 big gears, not the way to go. So small and then big was good. Does it make a different noise? Maybe both of these are just speed. Okay, yeah, maybe you just listen to it. I don't know if this one was the small one. Sounds ridiculously fast. Still sounds like it's moving pretty steadily. This is really I mean, that's the quietest you can make it. But I still couldn't, like, fit in it when I tried. Even at this slow speed, you can't, like, go through it. Maybe we jam the short pipe in here or something? Is this moving slow enough? Hey! You did it. Okay. Yep.
Daniel, turn around this instant. You are carrying the shadow with you.
What happened to this guy? I'm gonna carry this arm. So I kind of like... It's like open up or something? Do I have an item I don't realize I have? Wait, can I use a hand? This thing? No. So we can't touch any of that. Lantern doesn't help. I guess we leave. Oh yeah, Woodstock. Till we finish this game. Oh shit. There's like nowhere to hide. Hopefully you can't see me here. Coming from my left, I'm gonna go straight. This place, fuck this place, fuck this place. Can't move. They're still there. No, so Woodstock, we went from the cistern. We are in the sewers. Yeah, so these sewers, there's this thing that talks about like some flesh that like starts growing on walls and stuff, and like these little flashbacks. Although I have no idea what they really mean. I've been thinking about making a dash for it. because I don't know if they're gonna leave. Not looking back. Go. Oh my god. I was running. Tell me to run. Where am I at? Alright, let's go. So this time we know what happens. And now nothing happens. This fucking game. What? There's never any escape. Things like this live with you always. How could he know if Henry would show up down the road or even at his house? Is he that mad? Would he do that? Alright. Well, good news is we're somewhere new. Bad news is it looks worse than where we were. So across from the open. Let's go.
Ninth of August, 1839. I can't stop sweating and shaking. The warding ritual was not something of a sane mind. I did not even realize the dungeon was still in use. Alexander had his servants bring one of the prisoners, a murderer, he told me. Alexander made all the arrangements, but he said I had to perform the ritual in order to have the right effect. The shadow could be led astray by the blood of another. Killing the man would provide us precious time. What else could I do? Alexander said it had to be done. He is saving my life. I don't have the luxury of argument.
Okay. Doesn't answer this little ditty of a puzzle. Alright, so 2 levers on the top floor not working. It's probably some problem with the machinery. Of course, hence why it says there's something must be wrong with the machinery. Gathered all that. The real question is, where am I?
Agrippa, I need you to stay awake. Can you feel the syringe?
No, I can't feel anything. Alexander,
Yes.
soon I won't even be able to move, will I?
Your life is safe.
I don't doubt that. But will it be worth living?
fixed it. Being the mechanic that I am and all. I know how to do all these things. That's fucking lovely. Alright, Woodstock. Oh, shit.
Thank you. You have my gratitude. My name is Agrippa. Who might you be? Daniel? Like a prophet thrown into the lion's den? Tell me, are you among the lions, Daniel? You want to stop Alexander? Oh my, so Babylon shall fall, you say? You've hurried too much. Alexander is toothless without an awl. He has one. That's not very promising at all. The sanctum is basically impenetrable, but guess why all? It could be breached by another, but Alexander broke his, my oath, a long time ago. Really? Well, if you tell the truth, by all means, seek out the pieces of the broken oath and mend away. I believe he uses them for torture now. They practically leak madness, which is quite useful, I understand. There should be 6 of them. Look around the choir and the transept. You should be able to find them there.
Okay. Ah!
I hate to bother you further, but if you're really going after Alexander, would you consider taking me with you? I know it sounds ridiculous. Look at me. But if you find anything concerning a man named Johann Wein, would you please bring it to me? I believe he was working on a way to help me. A recipe for some sort of potion, a tonic to free me from this husk of mine.
Okay. So, we know we gotta build an orb.
What lever? Oh, that one. So many of Alexander's things are breaking down. Look around. Maybe the other room. There are machine parts hidden all over this place. You'll find a way to fix it.
I guess this is essentially like a jail. Picked up meat. What do I want the meat for?
I know this. I've been here already. I know this taste. A taste of Damascus rose obfuscating the truth in a dim haze. They may sweep the traces from my memory, but my body remembers. These cuts speak volumes, even though my mind remains silent. They will be back. They will be back.
That's the chancel. The thick liquid spread across his tongue. He swallowed excessively to consume every drop. He looked through the window and at the widespread forest in the morning sun. Will this ever end? He thought. Fuck place is this?
Just a little further.
It's like Orpheus descending into the underworld.
Are you hiding something?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Your intuition is remarkable.
I'm not sure I'm following.
It doesn't matter. It's just a myth after all.
Of August, 1839. Banishment ritual is taking longer than expected, and we have to do what is needed. I spend my time helping out the prisoners. Being around these degenerates makes me ill. None of them even tries to face their punishment with any kind of dignity. They taunt me with their lies of innocence and their cowardly pleas of mercy. What can make a man fall so far from the grace of a civilized existence? They are all wicked men, and I remind myself of it constantly. Still, I am thankful for God sending these monsters our way, as they will serve as the instruments of my salvation. I try to study the different tools in the torture chamber and learn how to use them effectively. Last time was messy, and the effect suffered from my inexperience. When the next warding is to be performed, I shall be ready.
Guess we don't go there first. Bucket of tar. I need a bucket of tar for it. This place looks pretty dang cool, though. All is lost. I must once again start over. Ever since I recovered the orb first found by Agrippa, I have depended on it for my research. The incident with Wilhelm has made me most impetuous. Fearing a paucity of prisoners, I proceeded with the final ritual without proper foresight. The orb cracked and fell into 6 parts. I have tried everything, but have yet to mend the thing. Unless I can think of another way to piece it together, I will have to find another. There is still life in the pieces, and even if the orb isn't restored, I might be able to salvage some of its power for some other purpose. Centuries have passed in vain, and I begin to wonder if I will ever be able to see my love again. How much longer can I sustain my life? Okay. I don't know what this is all about. If there's anything on any of this? No. Maybe if I put some meat on the table. I want to use it on the table. I'm sacrificing the meat. Bad makes no sense to me. Crazy looking hallway. What's this? Pedestal has a smooth hemispherical depression at the top. I guess that's where the orb would go. Yeah, and that could fit an orb. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Okay, so maybe I need to go to the choir first? I mean, I didn't really accomplish anything here. I guess we go back.
Is this guilt I'm witnessing, Daniel? If so, blame yourself. You started this. You sent me that letter asking for help, and this is how you repay me? How dare you!
The fear had begun to drown him again. He reached once more for the empty bottle of laudanum. In frustration, he smashed it against the bedpost.
These cells are meant to hold prisoners who are under treatment. The people you send for will end up here. Remember that the confinement itself works as a preamble to the torture, and you should pace yourself. Don't take anyone before they are ready.
Understood.
Sounds from the torture chambers are shuttled in through those pipes in the ceiling. Manage your victims well, and let one prisoner's pain instill terror in his cellmate.
That's slightly fucked up.
The shadow. It's close now.
I think this one that led to the machine. Maybe it's fixed now that I'd moved those cogs. Okay, cool. So maybe it opened those doors. This one. Let's see if we open those doors up.
Daniel, you have gone too far. I have to stop you. I can't let you proceed any further. I'm sorry, my friend.
Hey, Corey, how you doing, man?
Ah, you again. You got the doors open? Good going. I knew you could do it.
So we are on our second playthrough, or second part of the playthrough on Amnesia Descent, the Dark Descent. So am I supposed to keep going with this thing? I won't go any further. Oh, okay, maybe I was letting it down, and now I need to pick it up. rope. Wait, maybe we attach. Can we attach the meat to it? Yeah! Fucking genius. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Did I get something? Picked up remains. Cool. I don't know what purpose that would even do for me. Transept. Alright. It had gone too far. The man was suffocating as he could no longer breathe properly between the lashes. Displeased, he started to look for the Damascus rose oil. Alright.
How much more, Baron? How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me, Orphan! Kill me!
This one. Prepare him.
The kidnapper sat on her knees, with her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted and her body followed. Her shoulders gave way to the weight of her own body and cracked loudly. The suspended woman cried hysterically as the men contemplated their next step. Jesus. I don't want to fuck with this. Oh, piece of orb. Sweet. We need 6 of those.
Who are you to question me?
So not sure if you saw any of this prior, Corey. So this game has an interesting mechanic. You have to be in a well-lit area.
Let me go, you brute!
The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're a man! How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
I'm not a bad man! It was an accident!
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault! Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
So, the mechanic is you have to be in a well-lit area, otherwise your character starts to go insane.
Please! I'll do anything! Whatever you want! Anything! I'll do anything! I'm innocent!
However, when you're in the light, enemies can see you. So there's this balance of being in the light so you don't go crazy, and not being seen by enemies. And enemies scare the shit out of me in this game. There's not a lot of them, but they fucking pop out of nowhere, and shit's always real. They usually kill you in one hit, and you can't fight them. What's going on here? Jesus Christ. Alright, let's get out of here. We got 3 orb pieces. Let's go up these stairs, I guess. This is the only place we haven't gone. And when the vision gets really blurry and stuff like that, it's usually your insanity meter. Notes on torture. Oh, excellent. There are quite a few things to be said about torture. I'd figured out that the reaction I would get from the victims would be highly individual. Thankfully, this is not the case. The humans all have a very similar approach to dealing with physical pain and the terror of anticipation. I can't stress enough the importance of restraining the victims before proceeding. Even the most timid creature can break out in fits of violence where their strength exceeds their expected prowess. If proper care has been put into breaking the victim, this should not be a problem, but it will also hinder the effect I am after. The right steps to take are, therefore, to restrain while the victim is still dazed, preceded by presenting the form of torture you are about to apply, and then continue with the actual act. The point of presentation is to infuse terror. The human mind is extremely efficient, as it will trigger itself into greater fear simply by imagining it. While applying pain, make sure to avoid massive damage, as it will prove more efficient if the process can be sustained. Also, apply the pain in doses, if possible with breaks to let the body settle. If you are whipping or cutting the victim, strike once. Wait for the pain to subdue, then strike again. As long as the body suffers, it will continue to produce the vitae and saturate the blood with its properties. Only with careful performance will the victim yield maximum effect. If the victim doesn't behave as expected, it is likely that all will be for naught. Before this happens, feed them the amnesia drink and try again later. So in a lot of this, the game is told through diaries written to yourself. Is it you, my love, I miss the most, or is it perhaps myself? I know what I have become. I am not blind. I am a monster to them, a demonic sultan perched on a dark mountaintop. There is little I can do to redeem myself. The Black Eagle fears me, and after Napoleon's defeat, it is only a matter of time before they will demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time it must work. If I can't return home now, I shall perish. So, and there's like this other like storyline going through those. I haven't really figured much of that out. However, I do feel like I'm nearing close to the end of the game. I mean, if I'm assembling the orb and I'm trying to go to the place that you're supposed to go. So like the original thing that you're told is a diary to yourself about killing someone, and you need to go all the way down there and kill them. Carefully cutting the man open made him think, this is how father must feel about his craft. Being an artist and relying on one's skills to perform something so delicate grants a certain form of hope. Alright, so I got some remains. I've got some string.
You seem to have found all the ore pieces used in the transfer. Go to the choir and find the rest.
Where do you think I'm fucking going? Who's telling me where to go when I'm already going there? Or I'm assuming I'm going there. Voyeur taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reason for my efforts, and still he insists on releasing Agrippa. How an enlightened man can show such a lack of compassion in a seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from Agrippa, as he is and has been for centuries my only link to the worlds beyond. Voyeur claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but that he needs me to give him Agrippa first so that he can help. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige, but how am I to part from him if my return might be denied? I know what they are capable of. I have seen their deception. Optimism is a most hopeless feeling, but I must retain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Voyeur told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, vitae, and tempter. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the internal gland from a large specimen. The choir seems to be a fertile grounds for this sort. I should be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The vitae could be extracted as usual from any agonized human victim's blood. I just need large amounts of it to distill properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture section. Tamter, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word with these letters looks wrong. I believe it's property of the secretion in the water-dwelling Karnak. I will have to address Boyer with this, as he will have to supply me with a host. Also, I properly prepared well should suffice to contain it. Hey, Trav, how you doing, man? Okay, so, well, we got that well, and when he chewed on the meat or whatever, and we got remains. So maybe that's part what they're talking about. In court, the Order of the Black Eagle spew their politics at each other while I sit quietly in place, willfully forgotten. Once in a while, someone will notice me and lose themselves in a silent cower before regaining their senses. They all know I am the one and the same Alexander who helped their fathers and grandfathers to found this great order. I've seen them take their fathers' places, and they too will grow old and pass away, while I remain the same, aged not by time, but by anguish. Alrighty, we're in the choir. A lot of candles. I like it. Stressful week, and it's only Tuesday. Alright, so we got some tinder blocks. Got a fucking pentagram or something underneath the torture table. This game went from dark to fucking pitch black in mood here, like, real quick. What?
15th of August, 1839. The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions. Hurry. No time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer. Hurry. Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Paint the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come. Please, I didn't do anything. Paint the man, cut the lines, paint the man, cut the lines. Please, the man cries. Now you see. I did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. I hope you find out soon.
There isn't much time.
Either way, but we both know you're gonna get it.
We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
Okay, so my thoughts are that there is obviously evil in this orb that you found, and apparently you have to kill to suffice it so that further bad things don't happen. Something died inside of him that day. Watching that man slip away was more than what his mind was willing to handle.
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
Oh my god. Oh, this fucking game. The forger stood absolutely still. The casket had been closed, but a faint light made its way inside. A myriad of spikes pointed at him, glittering as they waited for his body to slip just for a moment. His knee jerked and he felt blood trickle down his leg. In pain, his head fell slightly up, or slightly forward. It took him a while to realize his eye had ruptured and begun to leak. Oh, thank God. Get the fuck out of here. This place doesn't look nearly as cool as the last one did. Not the torture chamber I was just in, but the other side. Oh shit. Alright, hold on. Hold on here. I want to burn through all my oil in this place. But it's so dark all the time. Why is it so dark? Tissue is quite soft and would be possible to break open. Can we use this? Yeah! Picked up poison gland. Alright, so we did something right. Oh, fuck. I don't want to. You can't make me do it. The traitor did not know what to think of the brass bowl as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of the fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize that it was to be his tomb. His screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument which was the bull's head. Outside, the men could hear the brazen bull below. Okay, so it's basically a barbecue. They put you in here and they cook you. This is fucking dumb. Alright. Alright, piece of orb. Good. Get the GTFO. Yeah, man. Yeah, you should have seen all the other torture things. You just saw like the thing where it hung somebody upside down and cut them in half, and I don't know. This game's fucked up, man. Like, it was like, oh, okay, this game's pretty scary. Some shit's going down, yada yada, and then it was like, oh hey, all this shit's fucking real. Check this out. Like. So I'm basically starting to piece together that you, the main character, tortured people, but I don't necessarily know why.
The wheel is good for keeping your victims still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
The murderer's limbs were tied to the spokes of the wheel. They turned the wheel slowly, but with intent, so the rope secured around his leg stretched and cracked the bone. He no longer had the strength to scream. The two men looked at each other knowingly and took a hammer and struck the victim's chest in a final act of mercy. Alright, so, cool. Let's get out of here. So it looks like the people that you killed were like murderers and like bad guys and stuff like that. It's like this, almost like a vigilante justice type thing. Oh fuck. I'm so boned. I'm so incredibly boned. Oh, the fuck's the way out? Just fucking go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Looks like we're definitely running. That's basically all we're gonna do for the rest of this game, is just run. Wait, is this the way I fucking came? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Run, bitch, he gonna kill you. So from my understanding, it's your own insanity. It creates, like, mobs and shit. I don't understand it fully. I want to combine some shit. Can't be combined by hand. According to the note, the tonic has to be made with care. You're running from responsibilities. They won't stay together. You gotta turn off the light. It adds to the mood. Bucket of tar.
Can't see anything. Do you know it rained?
No.
I just washed my car. I got gas today. It rained.
Good to see you. Incredible. You found Vile's recipe. There might still be a chance. Listen carefully. Alexander is working on opening a gate, a door to another realm. It's where he wants to go. If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge. Let me pass the gate then. Please, find the ingredients and prepare the tonic Vile describes. And do so before you assemble the orb. The barrier keeping you from the inner sanctum will only be breached for a short time. Unless everything is taken care of before mending the orb, you won't be able to save him.
Do I want to save you, though? Is a question. Alright. One note speaks of a mixture made of green ingredients. The pedestal and the chancel has depression of the orb. An orb is needed to enter. So yes, okay. So we got all the pieces of the orb. We just have to put the orb together and put it on the pedestal and the chancel. And then we need to make a mixture made with the ingredients and the tonic to save him. I don't know where or how to do any of those things. So do we have... wait, do we have something on our notes too? Okay, to release Agrippa without killing him, Hara told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer and Tamter. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer. Okay, so we got that. We got that. It can be extracted from, as usual, from any agonized human victim's blood. I just need large amounts to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Okay, that sucks. And the Tamter, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. There's a secretion of a water-dwelling Carrick. Well, I think I got that, maybe? Because we got the remains? See, it's also properly prepared well should suffice to contain it in. Okay. So I don't think we go back up. I think everything we need is down here.
I see that all the orb pieces you need. I know I have no right to ask anything of you. But if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for Vire's tonic before attempting to mend the orb, there might still be a chance for you to save it.
I think I need to go.
My fate is in your hands.
Okay, so... can we put the poison gland in this jar? Or the remains in this jar? So that tells me that since it says can't be combined by hand, the tonic has to be made with care. So that tells me that these are the two ingredients. So the poison gland and remains. Tough string. What do I need the string for? That's what doesn't make sense. Alright, so this is where we got the remains, and that's the well. I guess we'll go back to the transept method, maybe? I think I need to get blood from someone, right? I have a glass jar. I guess I could collect blood. Alright, so this isn't it. But here's that example of the torture device. And also, I think you need somebody that's like actively bleeding. It can't be a, I don't think it can be like a body that's been sitting there for a while. What's this? The rapist hanged upside down, his tears soiled with blood flooding from his belly. The saw between his legs had lodged itself in the hip and wouldn't move any further. The men stepped back and waited for the victim to drain. Can this... okay, drainage pipe, so... maybe I use this. Find a way to lower. Okay, so string. Wait, no, string plus the jar. So now we got glass star and a string. Let's get some blood on it. Okay. And then now we can combine. Can't add anything directly into the blood. The substance needs to be purified first. What the fuck? With what? Tar? I'm gonna have to go and read this fucking note again. Okay, so we got a jar of blood. Alright, let's read this note again. Okay. To distill it. So where the hell do I distill? Is there a fucking distillery somewhere? Isn't that like kegs and shit? Isn't that how they distill stuff? Like filters? Isn't that essentially distilling?
I see that all the arm pieces you need.
Is this it?
I know I have
Does this
no right to
do
ask
something?
anything of you. But if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for Vire's tongue before attempting to mend the orb, there might still be a chance for you to save him.
This is where that knowledge on how to make vodka would come in handy. So I'd understand how to distill something. And if blood can essentially be distilled. So there is no reason to go back up the stairs. So whatever we need, it all has to be down here. So at least we're headed in potentially somewhat of a right position.
I see that all the arm pieces you need. I know I have no right to ask
Stop
anything.
talking to me.
But if you could find it in your heart, I see that all the
Alright, so this is the prison area with all the cells. This led to the place where you put the orb. Maybe there's the distillery in here. Because, yeah, those like 2 rooms that I didn't know how to do anything in. Hey Jake, how's it going? Although this holy fucking shit, are you kidding me? What the fuck? Sleep? What? Okay, I guess this was supposed to happen. Well, now we get to see what's been killing us. Some naked dude with a claw. I still have all my items though.
You had me worried. Quite frankly, I'm not sure what to do with you. I hold no grudge against you, Daniel. We are so very much the same, you and I. Did you really drink from the amnesia mixture? It does explain so much of your behavior. You never did finish what you set out to do. You talked about redemption, how you would face the orb's shadow and save our work, and me. I will grant you another chance to redeem yourself. You can wait here and stop the shadow. Thank you, friend.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know what you might have heard. I know this game's got a lot of fucking noises. Oh, yeah. Hey, that's gonna kind of sound like one, huh? Alright, so...
Get away! You shouldn't do that!
Last prisoner note. There's little left to say. I write solely to prevent myself from revisiting the memories of these last few days. If I am fortunate, I will fall asleep, and time will pass without effort. I've begun to wean myself of my prison. When I first arrived, I feel like I was being buried inside a tomb, but now I feel the close walls comforting me. As long as I am in here, there is no pain. The walls protect me from the outside. I even laughed earlier as one of my wardens dropped a key down the pipes. It gave me hope for a second, thinking I could escape if I only knew how to could reach it from here. In my dreams, Alexander, I am king. In my dreams, I best you and escape your clutches, and return with all the knights of the realm carrying pistols and sabers. In my dreams. Picked up a wooden bucket. I wonder if I make the tonic, can I put everything in the wooden bucket and drop it in this well? Alright, so obviously the wooden bucket's gonna go on this guy, right? Can I do this? No. Alright, well, let's fucking lower this bucket and see what happens. What kind of monstrous bullshit do we pick up? Bucket of water. Okay. Oh, he said he dropped the key in one of the pipes. Yeah, his key in a pipe, so let's go ahead and put some water in it. Hey. So fucking smart. Fuck your bucket. I don't know how to guard drop a key in there though. It's kind of weird. Don't care. Just running. Still don't care. Nope. No cares. seen it. Her parents had given up from exhaustion and decided to have her committed for permanent treatment at Canterbury Hospice. But she was still alive. She had embraced him and wished him a grand adventure in Algeria. Okay. Dude, you're telling me, Trav. You're telling me. Alright, another well. Another fucking empty thing. Why is it making noise? Oh. Oh, cool. Fan-fucking-tastic.
Of August, 1839. Tonight, we will unlock the power of the orb and ultimately banish the shadow hunting me. I feel it closing in on me and I fear for my life more than ever. Just outside Altstadt lays a small settlement where Zimmerman, a dairy farmer, lives with his wife and 3 children. The coach went there. Our visit was unexpected, and Alexander was able to strike Zimmerman down without alerting the others.
Doesn't sound like he's not alerting people. Sounds like people are pretty fucking alerted.
Farmhands. I began to look for the children. We should have more than enough prisoners to finish the ritual now.
Oh my god, why? Why does that have to happen? I don't even know how to prepare this fucking tonic. Oh my god. Why? Fuck this game. Oh, I can prepare it in here. Now this door's all fucked up. Okay. Open this. You want a glass jar of blood? Okay, so to purify blood, do I fucking... Yeah! We started on fire, right? This Bunsen burner going. Okay. Let's go ahead and put this in, apparently over there. Heating the gland will not extract the poison. Here's the remains. Do this. Okay. And now idea I used some stuff over here. Just because I haven't used this yet. Okay. Alright, so we made the tonic. Now let's go help the guy without a jaw. It's been attached to this ship for how long?
The castle trembled, and I could hear the chancel collapse. The laboratory might be
Why is
accessible
this
now.
talking to me?
You did it. Thank goodness. Now, pay attention. First, beat me the tonic, and then use the saw to remove my head.
The fuck?
As the tonic begins to run, you'll be able to cut off my head without taking my life. Then, take my head and bring it with you. As you enter the
Jesus
gate,
Christ.
Alexander is opening in the inner sanctum. What do you mean? Why wouldn't you enter the gate? We can't argue now. You need to act.
Sure, you're the only person that's talked to me since I've fucking been here.
Quickly, off with the head. And then, whatever happens, get me through that gate.
Where's the saw? I don't have the saw.
Who, me? I'm Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. I was once quite important, you know. Baron Alexander has sustained my soul in this dead husk for years. Who knows how many? Hundreds, I presume.
Alright, so you're telling me to use the saw. I see no saw.
Alexander is quite impressive in many ways. But he has grown impatient.
Am I missing a saw?
By me? I'm the next best thing. Alexander really wanted none other than Johann Weyer. You never heard of Johann Weyer? My God, boy. He's probably the greatest man in history. And you don't know him? Or is it the world who has forgotten him?
You fucking talk a lot.
Weyer was my pupil. My pupil. Yes, I do take pride in that. Is it so wrong? I found a Mithraeus once, one which had not been plundered. Do you know Mithraeus is? I suppose it doesn't matter. It is an old faith. Many orbs are left. They sometimes consume themselves, or break, when used by an uninitiated. I was lucky.
Is there a saw over here? Yes. Yes, there is.
Weyer was a brave man, and dared to
Shut
see that
up.
I did not.
Oh, Jesus. Fuck. This fucking game. Game, I'm done with your shit. Oh, come on. Can I just run? Is that a thing that can happen right now? Oh my god. Oh. Can I just place all the pieces of the orb in there? Oh, so you can't. Wait, adhesive is necessary. Yeah, it's a fucking bucket of tar. There we go. What am I supposed to do with his fucking head again? Because I'm just carrying around a god dude's fucking head. Okay, so you don't touch that. The orb itself does not remove the barrier. Something must be done with the machinery. Let's do barrier. Did they fucking do something with the head? That'd be a pretty sick fucking mouse, like, cursor. Agrippa's head. Okay, so I'm supposed to do something else? I'm supposed to go this other way. Oh, why does that have to suck so bad?
Of August, 1839. I cannot believe what I have become. One of the girls escaped and I chased after her all the way upstairs. I hunted her down, and what is her life worth? How many lives can I take before I surrender my own? Sure, I would kill a murderer to save an innocent, but to kill an innocent to save myself? A cold-blooded murderer.
Cool. Could I go down here last time? Oh, okay. No. Oh no, there was a door there. Alright, so we gotta fix some machinery. I'm gonna put my hand in there. All seems to be working fine. Something supposed to be doing something? Take these on the steam panels? Right, that's not right. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of oil. These go on. Fuck. These go on the oil? This is gonna fucking hurt me, I know it. Yeah, see? Stop. Okay, so I need to jam the cogwheels. Okay, now we know something. What? All was good, apparently, though. I need to find... Can I use Agrippa's head? Jam fucking cogwheels with a severed head. Classic. Alright, so I can't grab anything here. There's gotta be something in here, maybe? Can I grab this rock? Let's do it. Jesus! The answer is yes. Now we're gonna go ahead and run. Oh shit. Nope. Don't mind any of that. I just want to go across the bridge and go back to the machine. Nope. Okay. We're moving. Which way was it though? I think he's actually going down the path we need to though. He sure as shit is. We need to go that way. Wait. Fuck. Where'd he go? Okay, whatever. So I hope everyone's having a good time. Shit is fucking intense. I'll tell you that. Just keep running. Inner Sanctum. That's where we were supposed to go from the first note in the game. It turned angry, but it was easy to take her insolence and make her the villain in the story. She did not deserve to die. When in doubt, pull the lever. Ah, fuck. Alright, so... sacrificing some blood there may or may not have been the right thing. Motherfucker. Let's do it again on this side.
19th of August, 1839. It's not fair. I'm not to blame. I've been manipulated by that demon. He played my guilty conscience and duped me into facing the shadow alone. That vile, conspiring man. He expects me to meet my death as he steals power beyond imagination. Alexander, I will kill you for what you have done. If only the shadow had caught me in London or Algeria, I wouldn't have to suffer this humiliation. You made me a murderer, a monster. And now, I merely await my death. I am too weak to press on. I can hardly stand as my knees fail me. I cannot see as my eyes are dressed in tears. I am as broken as the men I've tortured. If only I could wipe my fear away, as we did with them.
Ah, fuck. door doesn't open. I've bled onto some altars. Okay. We got bugs crawling in us. Fantastic. I can't. Oh Christ. What is happening? Pull out the lantern. What is going on? What is going on? Okay, so we're bleeding quite badly, and our sanity's all fucked up. Yet we press on to the orb chamber. All his life he had thought that he was a good man. Terrible deeds were only committed by terrible people, like Henry Bedloe, the bully in school. But now he had seen what he himself could do.
I was wondering if you were going to show up. I see Agrippa convinced you to run some errands. Tell me, is everything nice and clear now? Am I the villain? Good and evil. Such comforting concepts, but hardly applicable.
So naked old dude flying around some
blind
fire.
That you see no good in me or evil in Agrippa? No, don't do that.
I do what I want.
I realize you doubt my intentions. Why would I take such extreme measures to save your life? Maybe I'm saving mine too. Stop it, Daniel. You are ruining it. We are so close, I beg you. I'm just like you, Daniel.
You're lucky there's fire, because there'd be some dick
Prisoner of
punching going on.
circumstance, trapped in a world I no longer recognize. As you gain your freedom, will you deny me mine? We are so close, closer than I've been for centuries. You killed us! You killed us both!
Dick punching. Most difficult in the puzzle in the game, solved.
It was my greatest triumph, and I never looked back.
I beg to differ. That's the first thing I did.
You think I was afraid fleeing Brennenburg? Huh. Quite the contrary.
I'm pretty fucking afraid.
I knew it was my purgatory. Hellfire made to wash away my sins.
I can't walk through this rubble. There's too much Barney on the floor.
There's no denying the things I've done, but I have paid my tribute. I gave them that awful man. I did the right thing.
But I didn't use Agrippa's head. I felt like I was supposed to use it or something. The fuck? Really? Well, GG. It did have pretty good voice acting. I like the guy who did the voices, Daniel. Yeah, I could do either. So, Artenius purchased Thief for me, and as part of a thing I'm putting on my channel, basically if you buy me a game, I'll play the game on stream. So, I have no idea, you know, I've never played them before, so I don't know what they're like, but we may give it a shot here momentarily. Or Mario, depending on what you guys are wanting. So what does that say at the bottom? Ike 271? 1KE 271? Was it? Well, that concludes, I guess, the Amnesia, the Dark Descent. That was an interesting game. Scared the shit out of us a couple times. We will call that good. Give me a second. I'm going to cut the stream and then restart the stream so I can turn that into a Let's Play video.